I confess that I ate a whole chocolate bar today. I
No.
drank a large cola along with it.
There is an ongoing battle between two areas of our brain when it comes to self-control.
That's right. The prefrontal cortex, located just behind the forehead, acts as the brain's executive control center, managing impulse control, problem solving, and long-term planning. And then there's the primitive brain, which helps us react immediately to danger and stress. It drives basic instincts like feeding, fighting, and running away. There's an ongoing struggle between the primitive brain's urges
and the prefrontal cortex's attempts to control them. The part of the brain that wins directs what we do.
For most of human existence, people have had to gather, hunt, or grow their food. The urges of the primitive brain drive us to eat foods rich in fats and sugar, and to rest to conserve energy. These urges have helped us to survive times of starvation.
But now, we live in a world where supermarkets and convenience stores make high-fat and high-sugar foods much more readily available.
When we see foods high in fat and sugar, our primitive brain tends to react fast and automatically, directing us to eat using our ancient survival instincts. But eating too much of these high-energy foods can lead to problems such as obesity, high blood pressure, and diabetes.
So, maybe if I delayed eating the chocolate, I could have resisted it by remembering that it can make me gain weight, which can worsen the pain in my knees due to arthritis. I could have relaxed with a nice cup of coffee instead.
A weakness of mine is potato chips. When I am under stress, it is so hard to stop. I feel so regretful when I eat the whole bag.
One strategy is not bringing home unhealthy foods that are hard to resist, recognizing that the willpower of the prefrontal cortex is limited.
Yes, that's true. Those are good examples of using the prefrontal cortex to make a healthier plan. When you are under stress, it is even more important to take a pause before reacting to give your prefrontal cortex time to engage, because stress strongly favors the automatic circuits of the primitive brain.
Having the habit of reacting to stress with our primitive brain tends to drive up our heart rate, blood pressure, and sugar, making strokes and heart attacks more likely.
We can become more aware of what is going on in our mind and body, and think of healthier ways to respond.
That's right. Just automatically responding without thinking can lead to a lot of regrets. Now, let's talk more about the instinct of the primitive brain not to waste energy through unnecessary movement.
Conserving energy was crucial in most of human history when food was scarce and obtaining it required a lot of effort.
But now in our modern age, people spend more time sitting. That lack of physical activity, along with more stress, is making people sick.
We can use our prefrontal cortex to be more physically active, which can bring down our blood pressure and sugar.
And exercise shifts our thinking away from our primitive brain to our prefrontal cortex.
That helps to explain why I feel more relaxed after taking a walk.
Yes, and exercise improves sleep too.
Not getting enough sleep tends to shift your thinking toward the primitive brain. So often, we are unaware of what is going on in our brains.
Yes, and by purposefully engaging the prefrontal cortex, we can resist temptation and plan for a healthier future.